Okay, for this project I'm going to go ahead and use the Petal Parade stamp set was from Celebration, and I will tell you that I think that this was the sleeper of Celebration. I think this stamp set, when I first saw it, it was okay, but I wasn't thrilled, but it was okay. But I really do believe that this one has shown itself to be fabulous. And I'm going to pull out some of the stamps out of here. And I've got, what I'm using on this one is Bermuda Bay, Strawberry Slush, and Summer Starfruit. Very interesting color combination. And I'm using a piece of watercolor paper. And this technique is very interesting. We never know what it's going to turn out to look like. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my stamps, and I have really inked up my pads so they're very wet. And I'm using the Bermuda Bay to stamp the flower. And I'm stamping it, like I said, onto watercolor paper. And then I'm going to use this funky looking flower. Oh, I'm going to stamp that one last. I'm going to fill in with some Summer Starfruit. And as you can see, I'm just randomly stamping. And random stamping to me is, I do it in threes. Kind of a triangle look. And then I can come back in and fill in where I need more color. And I don't want gobs of color, I do want some, but what I'm going to do, ooh, that would be the wrong color. That's alright, we're just going to leave it that way. So I'm going to move these all out of the way, because what I'm going to do with that piece of watercolor paper is I'm going to spritz it with water. And I just got a spray bottle with water in it, and I'm just going to go ahead, and because it's watercolor paper, I'm going to do it quite a bit. And watch that bleed out. And it just gives me a really funky looking background. Kind of fun. You never know what you're going to get. You never know how it's going to bleed. I don't think I'm going to add any more water, but I am going to let it dry. Okay, I've taken a little image from Happy Watercolor, which is You Make Me Happy. This happens to be one of my favorite sayings right now. And then I took a decorative label punch and punched it out. I think you can see that. And then I'm going to take a sponge and a little strawberry slush. And I'm just going to come right around my edges. And you can see where I start off the paper and then bring it into the paper. That's because I want that edge to be, oh, not like that. I want the edge to have more sponging. And a little more even tone. I don't know if you can tell the difference, but see here I got a little carried away. I'm not going to worry about it. So anyway, just to give it just a little bit of, something. And then I took another decorative label and I punched it out in black. And this time I'm going to split it and take out that middle piece. And then come in, I need those, come in with my snail, and then just add, I'm just going to do just a touch of that black around my label. And then I'm going to use a Bermuda Bay base. I came in with another piece of basic black trimmed down just slightly so that it layers again with that 1/8 of an inch all the way around. That's kind of trendy right now to have it just an 1/8 of an inch going around it, and so that's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to come in with my background piece, which I absolutely am falling in love with. The more that I look at this, I love those colors together. It looks like a Monet, which it's his birthday. I don't know if it's today or it's coming up. But it's just, it's beautiful. And I'm going to add just a little bit of our strawberry slush ribbon. And you can see where I just did that, taped that right around. I just put tape on the back and then I tuck my ribbons back there. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take my snail and go right over the tips of those ribbons and then the rest of the card to put onto this background. This looks so springy. We're dying here in Montana from snow. It's unbelievable how much snow we've gotten this year. Although I do live in a ski resort town, so you know, I got to be used to it. But this, I'm looking forward to summer. So there's that, and then I'm just going to attach this on there with a couple of dimensionals. And I like how that strawberry slush accents the words, but I really like how that label makes it pop. And with the dimensionals, that's going to just kind of slide right in between those pieces of ribbon and bring it all together. And there you go. There's a quick, easy background that will just, it's beautiful. So I hope you like that technique.